Hi, Anya. Welcome to the clinic.
Hi, thank you for having me.
So, what brought you in today?
So I just had a baby a year ago.
Oh, congratulations!
Yeah, so I'm excited. It's been pretty hectic. I've spent the last year just taking care of the baby. I've fallen off the bandwagon a little bit with my exercise, so I'm looking to get back into it slowly. I noticed that my pelvic floor is a little bit weak as well, so I'd love to strengthen that in a way that's comfortable for me.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Okay, sounds like you've already got some very clear objectives that
Yeah.
you'd like to accomplish.
Yeah, absolutely.
Fabulous. And so, what kind of exercise did you do any exercise in the past?
Yeah, so I did a little bit before pregnancy. I was doing more high intensity workouts, some group fitness. I went on some runs as well when I was pregnant. I kept it up with some Pilates and walks. I didn't keep up the running as much.
Yeah.
So I'd also love to get back into that as well. Yeah, so that's pretty much all I was doing while I was pregnant, and then once the baby came, I just kind of got lost in the schedule, and you know how it is, like I just lost the time and everything. So yeah.
Oh, well, that's good. It sounds like you have a good history with your exercise and that you were quite active prior to being pregnant and whilst being pregnant.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Great.
Yeah, I was pretty happy with my fitness back then, so hopefully I can get back to some level as I was before.
Awesome. So if that's okay with you, what we'll do today is I'll just explore a little bit more what your life looks like now at the moment.
Yeah, sure.
And then we'll see how we can fit in exercise into that existing timetable.
Yeah, sure.
And also we'll maybe look at do a little bit of a check in with where you're at with doing some exercises at the end after we've finished.
Yeah, that's perfect. Yeah, that's exactly.
Right. Okay. And so with your, it sounds like exercise has been fairly important for you. So
yes. Yeah.
From if you had a ruler and from 0 to 10 would be your importance for having exercise in your life, where would you kind of be in that? So 0 being least important, 10 being most important. Where would be the benchmark for you right now?
In a perfect world, I would honestly say like 9 to 10. With a busy schedule, it probably gets dropped down to about 7 to an 8. But yeah, I do find it's important. But with the busy schedule, just wanting to work it back in.
Yeah, so that's pretty high. So why is it not 2 or 4, say? The importance.
Because I love the way it makes me feel.
Okay.
I love how it improves my flexibility, my cardiovascular health as well. Like I just notice it's a lot easier to do things like even just walking up the stairs, you know.
Fabulous.
Stuff like that it helps with. So and I'd love to age well as well and be a good example for my children and
Excellent. Yeah. Sounds like you've got some really clear ideas about why it's very important to you, and they're really great ideas.
Yeah,
very well scientifically supported as well. Yeah. And so if we did the same thing with your confidence of being able to actually exercise at the moment from 0 to 10, 0 being least confident, 10 being most confident, where would you sit in that continuum of?
Well, I've dropped off in the last year, so I think I'm probably around a 6. It's maybe a 6, because it's not like I don't have any fitness history. I know that I'd be able to pick it up quick. It's just about finding the time and the right kind of exercise to work back into my routine now that my body's changed a lot as well. Like it works a little bit different.
So why isn't it a 2 or a 4 now?
Because of my previous history with exercise.
Okay, so you're based on you know that you can.
Yeah, like I know I performed well in those years before I was pregnant. So I know that it's there. I could probably tap back into it again.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm not on the lower end. But that being said, it has been a while. So I'm a little bit nervous about getting back into it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And do you have any friends that are in a similar situation to you that are getting back into exercise or are exercising?
Yes, I would. Well, I would say that I'm in a mums and bubs group as well, and the mums in there are kind of in a similar situation. We're all kind of tight with time. We
Yeah.
all have work to do as well. So I'd say a lot of us are pretty similar. I know that some of them have eased back into their exercise routines in ways that suit them.
Yeah.
And so I'd love to do the same for me.
Yes. And so what kind of exercise did you do in the past when you were, you told me. So
So it was HIIT workouts,
Yeah.
and then I'd like to go on runs as well.
Right.
Yeah.
And is there maybe some of the mums in the group that might be interested in joining you in that?
Yeah, I think potentially. Yeah.
Have you spoken to any of them? Would you be interested in doing that?
We've mentioned it here and there, but we've never actually been like, hey, let's set a time and place, come here, or try this class with me.
Yep.
Yeah, but maybe that's something that I could do with them.
Oh,
Yeah.
that sounds like a great idea, because then you get that lovely connection
Yeah,
as well.
I think that would be good. Maybe in the group fitness situation or scenario it might be better.
Great.
Yeah.
And if you didn't exercise now, so just say in 5 years' time, what would life look like for you if you didn't get back into exercise?
Oh, I think I'd be feeling pretty down about myself.
Right.
It helps with my mental health as well.
Yeah.
I know that it's really good to get the endorphins going.
Yeah.
If I don't have that, then I notice that I tend to go under the weather a little bit.
Yes.
And then it kind of compounds if my fitness then decreases as well. If I'm not feeling good about myself, because then with the baby I'm eating a little bit more as well.
Right.
So I know I've put on a little bit. So
Yeah.
I'd love to look in the mirror and just at least maintain a healthy weight range.
Right.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, so it sounds to me like you're highly motivated and you are really aware of all the benefits of exercise.
Yeah.
But you're a little bit nervous and anxious about how you're actually going to achieve this.
Yeah, that's exactly how I feel.
Good. Okay. So, and what do you think? If we could unpack a little bit more, where you're nervous. What are you nervous about?
I'm not really sure how to get back into it. I know my muscles are working a little bit differently. Like I said, my pelvic floor's a little bit weaker.
Yep.
I'd love to incorporate some exercises that would strengthen the muscle group as well.
Yep.
I don't know how to do that. I don't know what exercises are good for that, so I'd like some guidance for that. And also some ways that I can, just make sure that my strength is just maintained over the years. Now that I'm getting older and I've got a baby, like I want to be strong and fit.
Okay. So that sounds like something that we could certainly help you with.
Yeah.
And so we'll look at that when we go through our little getting to know you session in a little bit. So we kind of do some little exercises to kind of check where you're at.
Yeah.
So we've got a good starting at something that's very appropriate to you.
Yeah.
The other thing you mentioned was time and being able to fit it into time.
Yeah.
So are you nervous about that too, or do you think
well, a little bit. I'm working 3 days a week at the moment.
Yeah.
When I'm not working, I'm currently just looking after my child a lot, which is also like a full-time job in itself.
Yeah.
I can get a babysitter, or my husband can mind the baby when he gets home from work. But that being said, I do need to find someone to help mind the kid while I'm during the day at least.
Yeah.
So or find a place that has a creche or something. Yeah.
So it sounds like you do need to get some support networks around child minding.
So. Yeah.
And but that's possible, you think?
I think it definitely is. Yeah.
Okay.
Now that he's like a little bit older.
So maybe what we could do is come up with a plan A that you can do, that you've got like something in your mind that you can aim for.
Yeah.
And then if the child care issue or time constraints, then you have a plan B. Does that sound like something
absolutely
would work for you?
Yeah, that's perfect.
Okay, fabulous. All right, well, thanks for coming in today. Let's go to the other room and we can start to do those little tests.
Perfect.